hanging by a thread, hung upon all the words you said, breaking free from this conformity that you force on me. Everything I do is one big show. It's about damn time that I take control. Put me under a microscope and watch me take control. What's this? I finally read this helplessness. Tired of feeling like I'm upside down, so I'm gonna turn it all around. And and dear God, save my soul, 'cause it is flawed. Tired of feeling like I'm upside down, so I'm gonna turn it all around. Don't tell me that I need saving. Finally awake and living. Yeah. The pressure inside was building. I felt under attack, and now my mind's attacked. And I've chosen my path. I've chosen my path. What's this? I finally read this helplessness. Tired of feeling like I'm upside down, so I'm gonna turn it all around. And and dear God, save my soul, 'cause it is flawed. Tired of feeling like I'm upside down, so I'm gonna turn it all around. hanging by a thread, hung up on all the words you said, breaking free from this conformity that you force on me. Everything I do is one big show. It's about damn time that I take control. Put me under a microscope and watch me take control. What's this? I finally read this helplessness. Tired of feeling like I'm upside down.
Hello everyone and welcome to Deviants of Chaos.
Hello.
Yesterday they abandoned an island after sealing off various entryways because the undead were too darn smart.
I'm sorry, my cat has decided that she wants to play with my cords.
Kitty!
Okay, she can't play with it now.
So, you wake up and as you look outside, you see the lighthouse animate and move and attack the city. Everyone dies.
It's a giant mimic rat!
Wait, what? Wait, what attacks the city?
A lighthouse.
Oh boy.
The closer one.
It's a giant construct. Run for your lives.
So I thought for a second I thought somebody said that giant moon and it's like, we're Jor's mask now.
There, it's a mimic. I said mimic.
Okay,
Yeah,
so you all get up.
Yep.
Arizel. When you leave your temple doors, you find someone waiting for you to. She's like, shall we go see your friends then?
To which, yeah, he slowly blinks because he's still a bit sleepy, and he says, "Diana."
By the way, Ninja finished
Hey!
drawing.
Yay! Still like it.
Stupid snake.
Did anyone else see the hair and immediately think overly sarcastic productions?
Kind of.
Nope.
Yeah.
But he just Arizel sighs and he says, "I assume you are still very adamant on coming with us, then."
Things have come up, so I'd like to accompany you until you leave, which I hear is today-ish.
Well, yes, but I suppose there's no harm in it.
Okay. Desdemona, are you at the inn already?
I'm outside the inn.
Okay, excellent.
Oh,
you see
gee.
Arizel and Diana walking out to the inn.
As I stated, my eyes glow red, and I growl like a rabid dog.
She looks at you and says, "Are you okay?"
I'm fine. Then I go inside.
I see. Is she always like this?
Not to my recollection. She has her bouts of anger, but I do not think I have ever seen her greet someone with such aggression.
Obvious.
But yeah, he gestures to the door and he says, "Well, I suppose we shall greet everyone then."
Sure.
Right, and
So,
walk on in.
yep, they both go inside.
GP.
She turns to Katai and says, my apologies, I don't think I got your name last time. What was it?
What did she ask, Katai?
She's asking him for his name.
Oh, I'm Kitai Hashi, ma'am.
Nice to meet you. And who is this? This little one over here.
That's my twin sister, Hikari.
Hikari frowns at her.
She sticks her hand out to shake. And then, waits for a moment. Do you shake her hand?
Nope. Hikari
frowns.
just silently stares at her in slight suspicion, and then just takes a step back.
Okay. So what is your name then?
Oh, you could call me Gwen. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Shakes her hand.
Mm-hmm.
I
I don't think I got
apologize.
your name either. She's asking Desdemona for her name.
He's muted.
Desdemona, she growls.
I
Listen.
apologize for my friends here. They're very paranoid of everyone.
My full name happens to be Countess Desdemona Gregorov of the Highlands, of the Helllands.
She says, interesting. Okay.
I was expecting more of an intimidated reaction than that.
I was trying to intimidate her. Shall I roll for intimidation?
Hmm.
You can roll for intimidation or any other skill that starts with I.
I'm gonna do intimidation. And
You're not very intimidating.
Be careful not to metagame, brain.
Okay, sorry. She does not seem to be intimidated. So, did they, kick you out because you are...
no.
Level?
No, I'm traveling.
Oh,
Technically,
okay.
we all are.
My bad.
Okay.
And in her head, Desdemona's thinking, I want to kill her so bad.
No, don't. Is what one would say if she said that out loud.
Oh, okay.
Are you having fun with numbers?
No. Kill me.
Oof.
Nobody's 30p math.
Oh, right, she's doing... Okay, that's treasure stuff. Okay.
Yeah, that's treasure stuff.
Yeah, I think I'll take a little something for myself.
Okay. So,
But yes, Arizel looks to Hikari, and he coils himself up a little bit to try and get down to eye level with her. And he says, "Are you well, Hikari? You did not seem particularly inviting to her."
Hikari was still glancing at Diana with suspicion, and then she jumps a bit to look at Arizel, lightening up a little more on her look, and she just looks downward, skeptical, like she's not entirely sure, and she just gives a small shrug, like she's not sure, and then glances over and gives another narrowed look at Diana.
Well, I suppose I understand the suspicion. Strange, you have not had a particularly good track record with strangers, have you?
She looks up to him and then looks thoughtful, and she smiles and she points to him, as an example that she hasn't been all wrong lately.
And he just gives a little bit of a smile at that, then just, stands back up. And he points over to Indra and he says, "And that is Indra."
Oh, is he talking to Diana?
Yeah, to Diana.
Okay.
Yeah, Indra's just talking to Ninyaz, just settling the details of the trip to the
Yeah.
island.
Okay.
No, real
Sounds
quick,
okay.
Hikari's kind of staring at Rizal, surprised because she actually got him to smile for a second, and she grabs Kitai's, shakes him like, smile.
What is she?
You're cutting out a bit.
She grabs his sleeve and is like yanking him, like, look, he actually smiled.
So, Diana, Desdemona. So, how's the family doing then?
She's talking to Desdemona.
You're muted, Dream.
Dream, you're muted.
She just said she'd be right back.
Oh, right.
Oh,
Sorry. My bad.
Never mind.
Wow.
Moving on.
Say that.
Where are you? Dream.
Okay.
Funny.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yes. Okay, enough. Gotta keep that going.
But yeah, yes. Arizel, goes over to a. I'm sorry, I forgot her name. What was it again?
Minyaz?
Minyaz, yeah. And he does more or less the same as Indra. Confirming the details. And he says, "So, what exactly does this island particularly look like?"
It's rather large. I haven't. It looks more like a tropical island.
Tropical island. What would make you say that?
The large number of trees.
I suppose that goes without saying then, yes.
I believe that is called a forest. Okay, I hear the cat purring.
Cat?
Oh, was that mine?
It's probably yours.
Sorry.
Yeah, mine's still sleeping in the duffel bag.
It
So
must
Desdemona, Diana asks you, so how's the family doing?
Pretty well. Why do you ask?
Well, it just seemed like a good question to ask you since you seem to be rather hostile, and I'd like to get to know you more.
Desmona is like, in her head, she's like, go away before I kill you.
Okay, I think it's time we all got to the ship, guys. Come on, everyone.
Okay. We're very sorry, Diana. Also, I refrain from talking to her. She hates people.
I'm gonna drag Desdemona out before.
You don't need
Island.
Yes,
Okay,
You
she's
so
already walking out.
You don't need to drag her. She's storming out with Indra.
Yeah.
Do-do-do.
so
We're still waiting for someone.
Oh.
Who ran away
Alright.
again.
Right. So,
I was actually
you wake up inside a bookstore for some reason.
I'll get her.
Can I speak?
Okay.
Maybe? Okay. So, by the time the sun rises, Freddy's already gone. The bookstore would have been completely repaired, completely stocked. The shelves are even sorted, probably. Freddy spends most of the morning selling the items they got, and dividing out the gold into pairs. She would then, just as Fiona was leaving and pushing Desdemona.
You mean Indra?
Indra, I'm sorry. As they're leaving, Frey arrives and then she says, "Ah, good, your timing is great. So, about the I've just been selling all the money we've got. We've got a couple of magic items. We'll have to sort out who's getting what of those. But your share is and I close the treasure document. Let me get that. Your share is 825, and there's 20 extra platinum, so 825 gold, 20 platinum each, and that's your share. Yeah, do you want it now or do you want it later? And
No, just
quickly
give it-
out of character, the TLDR is, once you've taken your share, write your name down in the treasure document, so I know who has and hasn't taken it.
Okay.
Alrighty then.
Oh wait.
I'll I'll take mine now.
Okay.
So line. Where's the treasure document? There's the treasure document.
So you head
Oh,
off to the
wait.
docks.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you go to the docks, and you all get yourself floated on the nun biz.
Yeah.
Diana just stands on the dock, says goodbye, have a safe travel.
Goodbye.
And yeah, Arizellum waves back to her and he says, "Be safe on your own travels."
I will.
She seems
Hikari
nice.
just glares at her and sticks her tongue out at her and then walks on the dock.
She seems nice. Is she nice? She asks Arizal.
And he just sort of gives a light shrug and he says, "She appears to be."
Eh, good enough for me. Am I too trusting? I might be too trusting.
You are.
Eh. And you're too paranoid.
It's called experience, dear.
I've got plenty of that for sure.
So you take off. Oh right, I need to place tokens, don't I?
There's a sorcerer. So just to confirm, we have no one who needs the spell scrolls, yeah?
For the spell scrolls, let's see.
We don't have any wizards, so the spell scrolls are just spell scrolls to us.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
Correct.
They're just spell scrolls to us, yeah.
Okay, so real quick before we start getting into things, who wants what out of the magic items?
We have.
Did we get another drift globe?
We apparently did. It was in the treasure dock.
Alright. I'd say actually,
No, that might have been the drift globe from earlier, but I didn't remove it because I was just dumping things in there to, you know, deal with now.
Yeah, I have the drift globe.
Okay, so I'll remove the drift globe from the list. Who wants what else?
Actually, the spell scroll of hold person might actually be very handy.
Alright.
Yeah, I might as well give it to somebody else.
Alright, Arizel, you now have a spell scroll of hold person.
Here you go.
Alright, anyone else?
I can
I
take
also
the
have a.
I can take the potion of climbing.
Okay, potion of climbing is yours. Anyone else?
I'm trying to find it here, and I can't find the treasure document.
To the bottom of the party A.
Yep.
So you guys get on the ship. And for reference, there are about 29 other people, but I don't want to manage their tokens, so they're not on the map.
Yeah, okay. So we're on the deck of the ship.
Yeah.
The Nunez says, go ahead and explore the ship, actually. Here, why don't I show you around a bit?
Yeah, okay.
So, I'm going to do this select.
Is this a catapult? Okay.
Okay, just a moment. So these, just a moment. These are rooms that you can sleep in, or you can just sleep out here if you want to.
I don't know. Sleeping out here seems uncomfortable.
This is the kitchen. You see a sign on the kitchen.
Ooh.
It reads, "Under no circumstances is the captain allowed in the kitchen."
I imagine there's a story behind that.
You guys already know this.
Oh, right.
Except Indra.
Yeah, now I remember.
She says, "Well, I'm not allowed to go in there for some reason."
Okay.
And then
Indra
someone
was
walks out of the kitchen.
Indra was not there for it, but Indra can assume.
He's bad at cooking.
So the cook comes out of the kitchen. She says, "Hello,
Hello.
I am Nippanan." Yes, the players know him. No, the characters do not.
Okay.
She came from Nettletown after a tragedy befell it.
Hmm.
She says she will share the details later, though.
Yeah, okay.
Very well then.
And then she goes back into the kitchen.
Okay.
Then I lost a Dragonborn.
No, I'm right here.
Oh, there she is. Okay.
Okay.
Down here is the hold where we keep stuff. Apparently, the grid is misaligned to down here.
Hmm.
You could probably just turn off the grid.
True.
Yeah, you probably turn it off for now.
And this is the top. Like, you know.
The deck. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, anything else you guys want to see?
What's this big weapon here?
Oh, that? That is... Just a moment. That is a ballista.
Ooh.
You load ginormous arrows into it and fire it at things.
I imagine you have maybe seen a couple of big monsters out here, have you? I've read about
Actually,
big
wait.
monsters.
From
I
my
stand
understanding,
corrected.
Oh.
The one up here is a ballista.
Yeah, that's the ballista.
This is a mongrel. Or a
Never heard-
a magonal.
Never
It
heard the term.
loves stones, if I recall correctly.
Oh, it's a catapult of sorts, okay.
which Arizal looks over the ballista and the catapult, and he says, well, and he looks at the captain and he says, why exactly is this boat equipped with what could be considered siege weapons?
I don't know, giant
Is
sea
there
monsters?
pirates out there?
Oh yeah, I'm pirate.
I'm sure you remember that encounter. We only had a little itty bitty cannon.
Yeah, I remember.
I thought that was just a dream.
Did I mention my dreams were weird? And prophetic.
That, honestly, is that a regular thing, Gwen? People that you're with tend to get dragged into your dreams.
No, that was a first for me, honestly.
Good, because I would say that'd perhaps be something you need to take care of.
Yeah. It's only ever happened to me personally, so...
Well, now it's happened to all of us.
Yep,
Same.
Hopefully this doesn't become a reoccurring thing.
Actually, come to think of it, and he looks to Indra and he says, while you were not with us, the dream version of you was surprisingly accurate.
I take that as Indra has no response.
Yeah.
Not really.
Oh dear.
Andy. Andy, no. We're not shooting you out of a catapult.
What are you talking about? I'm not Toon Link.
But you're as small as him.
Ooh, can I?
Sorry.
I'll be shot out.
Unless you want to get sent straight into a wall.
I have feather fall. I'll be fine.
But yes, Arizella approaches the captain, and he says, "So when can we expect to arrive?"
It will take a number of weeks to travel.
If you need me, I'll be down in the cargo hold.
Okay.
Okay.
Very well then.
Yeah. Okay. I was just making the walls are off, as in you can go through them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Never mind. Carry on.
Okay.
So I imagine there will be many different types of chores for us to do while we are waiting.
Mm-hmm.
Question: how fast are we going? I imagine big boats like this are very fast.
We travel about 120 miles per day.
Oof. Okay. Even if I decided to turn into a dolphin, I wouldn't be able to catch up.
That's possible.
I believe that would be ill-advised, Glenn.
No, okay.
The speed is 5 miles per hour.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to catch up.
At full speed, that is.
Yeah.
All right.
Hmm.
Well,
Hikari goes upstairs, up deck, I guess, to go look at with the ballista, right?
Yep, it's a big ballista.
She wants to go look at it.
It's like a crossbow, but
I know.
bigger.
I know. Hikari's very curious about it.
Hmm. It's not loaded, is it?
No, it is not.
Okay.
Can I see how you load it?
One of the crew members next to it is like, did you want to see how it's loaded?
Hikari's eyes light up, and she eagerly laughs. Yes, yes.
Brain, super quickly, I don't have editing permissions for my blueprints document. Could you just fix that for me real quick?
Right, that probably happened during the thingamajig. Okay, so
Raise blueprints.
what folder is that under?
It is under player handouts.
Currently, Gwen is just looking out over sea, trying to find any marine life.
You see lots of you see dolphins and other sea life. You know,
Dolphins.
just insert the Great Sea music here. But we can't because copyright reasons.
Yeah, we can't.
Arizel's gone down towards the cargo to find Desdemona.
Okay.
Because he's a bit worried. He's a bit worried about her. Desdemona, are you here?
Desdemona's in the darkest hole of the cargo hold.
Desdemona, are you alright?
Yes, just a little tired.
Are you sure that's the only problem?
Yes, it is.
It's just you were very unusually hostile towards Diana.
I don't trust her. She up and comes and says, "Hey, I want to go with you." And that doesn't scream suspicious.
And Arizal just sort of says, It's not uncommon for well, believe it or not, I have seen some adventurers pass through here that have caught the eye of the other women within the town. They do tend to say similar things. But I understand that you perhaps do not trust her. She is indeed a stranger, and I do understand that.
And you can never be too careful.
I suppose not, no. And, sorry. And he just says, if that is all that is the problem, then I suppose I shall take my leave for today.
Right. I'm going to get some rest.
Very well. Have a seat. I'll see you again soon then.
Of course.
And Arizal slithers up the stairs and leaves.
Meanwhile, Desdemona bites her lip at the fact that she just lied to the paladin. That it wasn't just paranoia, but
Jealousy.
Jealousy.
Yep.
yes,
She's
she was
so
jealous.
obvious.
Yeah, it's kind of obvious.
If Becca can't tell, and not Becca, if Gwen can tell, it's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
But no one knows is Desdemona is, in fact, jealous of Diana for another reason. Because unlike her, Diana is a full-blooded human, alive. The other day, they basically just took out an island filled with the other half of her kind. So,
Except they were kind of evil.
No, it means she's a little out of sorts.
Right.
Self-conscious.
But yeah, honestly, like it's pretty obvious to everyone else. But honestly, Arizal, knowing him, he's not picking up on it at all. Because bear in mind, his perception is 10. He's pretty much as dumb as a brick when it comes to this.
My passive perception is 13.
Yep.
But I'm not oblivious.
If you were proficient in perception, you'd be the most perceptive, but you're not.
Yep.
I am.
I'm not as perceptive, but I'm not oblivious.
Yeah, so I guess Arizal's just oblivious then.
Yeah.
But yeah, he returns to everyone and he says to them, Desdemona will be resting in the cargo for a bit. I believe she just needs some time to herself.
Yeah, she's probably seething at the fact that you've been hanging out with somebody else lately.
Poor oblivious stupid snake.
And he just, he gives her a curious look and he says, why is that an issue?
She's jealous, isn't it obvious?
And he takes a moment to think about it, and he says, I don't think she is jealous. I believe she just really is tired.
She's totally jealous. But I do agree that she is also tired.
You know what? Just for fun. Arizal, make a density check.
Yeah. So in
We'll
in
go
ter-
with insight.
I was going to say, yeah. Are we talking? Yeah. This would be insight, right?
Mm-hmm.
Poor oblivious stupid snake.
It's decent.
You almost think maybe there's something more, but you're not sure. Maybe.
He just shrugs and shakes his head. He doesn't know what to make of it. And then he just goes to hang out with Frey for a bit.
Okay.
Frey's been out of sorts lately, too. I've decided not to talk to her about things. She probably dislikes me right now.
I could not imagine why that would be.
It's a long story. It's complicated.
Very well then. He says nothing more, and then he just goes to find her.
I drink magic water.
Just 1 second.
Alright. So, you come in and you see Frey currently messing with her clockwork drone. She's working on the clamp mechanism that makes up the bottom half. That is basically a set of claws that open and close. She seems to be adding in more wires and metal.
Good evening, Frey.
Oh, hey.
Are you working on that strange little contraption of yours?
Yes, yes. See, I've got a plan, you see? Okay, so you're gonna love this. Okay. And she puts down her tools and she looks to you and then she says, 1 second. Okay. Sorry, I had to do a thing. Okay, so here's the plan. You see, I weigh very little. You know this, right? You could probably lift me up, yeah?
And just takes a minute, and then mentally in his head, no one knows this, but in his head, Arizel's pretty much got like everyone in the party lined up against a height shot, and and it's basically like, the size discrepancy between him and Frey is enormous, and he just says, "Yes, I am aware of your height."
So this device, once I finish with the modifications, will be able to carry me.
Carry you?
Yeah.
And he looks at the drone and he says, "That little thing would have that much strength?"
It only needs to carry about 100 pounds, so yeah.
Fascinating.
And then, here's the brilliant bit. I'll be able to, get this, I'll be able to fly.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, I'll be able to, soar through the air like an eagle.
Is that wise?
Oh, it's perfectly safe as long as they don't shoot me out of the air.
And you suspect they won't?
Oh, well, that's the kicker. That's why it's going to be invisible.
You can do that.
Oh, yeah. Eventually. It takes a while.
He thinks for a minute and then he says, "Using one of your spells, correct?"
Not exactly. It's more of a invisibility mechanism that confuses the matrices and makes it bend the air around it so that it appears transparent when it's actually not.
DM?
When I level up, I can make it invisible. Frey's just speaking technical jargon.
Yeah, I know, and I was going to ask DM, can I,
Mm-hmm.
just for the hell of it, make another insight check to see if Arizel understands even an ounce of
Sure.
what I'm about?
You can
No, it
insight
actually-
whenever you want.
No, it
I'm
actually.
not stopping you.
Actually, we're talking. Yes. Yeah, we'll go with insight. That's the closest we can go. All right. Okay, so how would you say he understands maybe a bit of what she just went on about?
Maybe the word invisible and transparent.
So yeah, to Freya, she's explained this. Arizel's just slowly narrowing his eyes, and
Freya gives him a brief look and then she says, Okay, so you know what a chameleon is, yes?
yes, I'm aware of what it is.
It's basically a chameleon.
And you are capable of doing that with that machinery of yours.
Yep.
Fascinating.
Well, it's gonna take me some time to make sure I get it right, and I can't let it explode because then you guys are gonna give me hell for a few months again about things exploding, so I'm being very careful in making sure it doesn't explode.
And what with your weapon as well, that I could see that being a very beneficial thing.
Quite. If we're in open air, and she leans forward as she gives this almost malicious smirk. If we're in open air, and I have this finished, no one could hit me.
That's quite clever.
Well, I am a genius.
Well, do you perhaps need any assistance with that, or are you good?
No, I think I'm good. I'm just, spending time. Keeping busy. You know Desdemona has a huge crush on you, right? Right?
I had somewhat suspected she did have feelings when she confessed to me that one time when she was drunk.
Okay.
But the thing is, I find it difficult to believe that she is honestly in love with me.
Why? Because you're a Yanti?
Exactly.
You know, when I said when we first met that I would consider you. I can't remember the exact wording, but Frey basically said something along the lines of like, he's good looking for a snake, or something like that. Does anyone remember it?
Yeah, I think I remember yeah.
Oh, basically Frey mentions that and then says, I wasn't joking, you know.
And Arizel just sort of sighs and shakes his head. He says, I'm sorry, Frey. It's just difficult for me to believe.
Well, you have two women currently with their eyes on you. So you're gonna have to start believing in it and make a choice, you know? And, oh, no, not me. I sworn off romance after, what was 50, 60?
Why do I need to make a choice?
Because if you don't, they will probably kill each other.
Well, Desdemona, I'm sure, will come out of that one. But it would not be a smart idea to have her kill an innocent.
Well, the this is a good talk, and yeah, I'm going to bury my head in my work and pretend I didn't just compliment you and you know, things. And Frey awkwardly looks back down to her work and gets back to it.
He remains there for a minute and slithers up and, pats her on the shoulder and says, "Your work is very appreciated, Frey."
Ah, well.
And then he leaves.
Oh, he's gone. Oh, okay. And that's that.
And for the rest of the day, he's just kind of loitering around.
He kind of just stepped into Gwen and Kitai having a conversation. And she goes, That's why I think that she probably hates you." Because I'm trying to be the responsible one.
Katai just tilts his head, confused. He doesn't understand why two people who've been traveling with each other, traveling together all this time, wouldn't be able to get along.
Again, I'm not as smart as she is. But she's not as wise as I am. We're both two completely different people.
The way I see it, that means you two that means you two balance each other out.
Perhaps.
You both have what the other lacks.
Maybe. I just need to be patient with her, I think.
Brian?
Yeah.
Right.
What are we
What
still
are we
waiting
doing?
on the boat?
I was just making sure. Do you already have the Sakari Indra thing? Are Gwen and Kitai done talking?
Yeah, for now.
Okay.
Okay, well,
No, Arizal just walked right into their conversation.
true.
Okay.
I mean, Arizal just came out after talking with Frey, and he's just kind of been loitering around on the deck ever since for the rest of the day.
Oh, real quick, based on my roll, Hikari points down to a couple of the small fish that she could see. Kind of not really sure whether that'll work or not. She just points to Angel like, look, there are fish.
Since she's actually pointing at the fish, you see them.
Hey, Andra's gonna take a shot. She doesn't know anything about how big a target has to be for a ballista.
Neither does Hikari.
Well, then you might want to
The
get
crew
out.
member, a crew member sees you looking at the fish and says, "Let's to hit that, we'd have to move the ballista to the edge of the ship, or shoot the ballista through the ship, which I do not think the captain would appreciate."
Hikari kind of frowns at that, like, aw, like she can't find out what ballista fishing is.
Don't worry, we might be able to get something later when we need it. And then you hear a call from below deck saying, "Dinner's ready!"
Yeah, Indra's gonna grab her dinner, and come back up and sit at the ballista because she wants to wait for a bigger target to present itself, if one would.
Hikari does the
Okay.
same.
So
She really wants to see it, so she follows Indra.
okay,
She's
so
following
you
Indra
guys
around
come
on the
down to like where the table is.
We just grab our plates and
And-
move back back up to the ballista.
Desmond does the same thing, but instead of going to the ballista, she goes to the cargo hold.
Yep. Go on a cargo hold.
Oh, so you don't listen to the crew when they get their food?
Is there something I should listen for?
So a random member of the crew says, "Are you absolutely sure the captain did not tamper with his food?" And Nipnan says, "Yeah, I'm very certain."
Okay,
And then
here
they
it
all-
is. Okay, I'm gonna check my food.
Your food can be described as edible, as opposed to what happened last time, or to be more precise, someone who can cook made your food.
I ate it.
It's delicious.
Yeah, it's good.
Why is Desdemona up on the prow with us?
I thought that's where you were.
No, we're down here. This is where the food is.
Hmm.
Okay, so I just grabbed my food and head back to my hidey hole.
Okay, fine.
So, while everyone at the table is there, this man says, "So you want to hear my story?"
Sure, I love stories.
Kai
Excellent.
actually takes his food and follows Desdemona to the bottom of the ship.
No, okay.
It's probably fine. He doesn't hear this anyway. So
Just so you know, he's not really that young. He just
So-
looks young.
like several weeks ago, or months, or something like that, I was brainwashed by just a moment, mind flayers. I did all sorts of things for them, and then some city just like fell upon the Nettle town and like just totally cleaned everything up. And then they took a bunch of the citizens and then fixed them. And I would be one of that. I'm one of them.
No.
And I remember the things I've done. I've been like, I can't believe I did that.
Huh. Wait, what's the mind
So
flayer?
sad. A mind flayer? Oh, they like to eat your brain. Yeah.
That's horrifying.
I've heard of them, but I've never honestly seen one.
Me neither.
The stories
Never
say
even
to
heard
see,
of them.
The stories say to see one is to seal your own fate.
Yeah. What do they even look like, I wonder?
Their faces have tentacles coming out of them.
Oh, you mean like octopi?
Yep.
Like octopus? But octopus tastes delicious.
Was that the only mind flayer you saw there?
Oh, there was plenty.
It's a wonder anyone even made it out there, if the stories are to be believed.
Hmm.
Yes. I was many
Okay.
of the people, many of the people fought to the death to defend the mind flayers because their brains got washed. Such.
Huh.
So yeah, the city is now just ruins.
Oh, that's a shame.
I suppose it is inevitable with regards to these creatures.
Sadly, yes.
I pray you never have to. I pray you never meet one again.
I hope so too.
Yeah.
And so I'm guessing you're done with that conversation?
Yeah, also, Esquin has no idea what most aberrations are, so... She's never seen one. She's never even heard of one.
Arizel, yeah, he's heard stories and rumors, and basically they all amount to don't.
Just don't. They will destroy your mind. Moving on.
So, I gotta say probably a couple of days pass.
Yeah, I suppose. Unless Frey has anything to say to me, I'm just being patient outside. Most of the time, just looking out at the ocean.
I am looking
Hikari's
into... Go on.
Do Indra
No,
and
go ahead.
Hickory have any luck ballista fishing?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask because I eat work.
Not yet, but one of the crew members comes up and he says, the cook says that we need some more meat.
Well,
And then he pulls out a ballista arrow, and that has a hole at the end and starts tying a knot at the end.
The next...
Hikari looks interested, finally seeing it kind of like being ready, so she like watches eagerly with like stars in her eyes.
So a couple of the crew members cooperate, and they fire the ballista. And you think it hits something, and then they start pulling it in. And you can definitely feel, everyone on the ship can definitely feel something is being pulled in.
Whoa!
I think you got
Hikari's like leaning. Hikari's eagerly leaning over the rail, like watching it, interested, her tail wagging.
You got a big one!
Is ready to take out her bow and fire at a moment's notice, because it looks like something big that we're not prepared to deal with.
Ooh, ooh. What is it? What is it?
So let's see. What could it possibly be?
I have a bad feeling about this.
I'm just gonna say it's a really big fish.
Okay.
Really big fish.
Yes. And several people need to cooperate together to pull it onto the deck.
Oh, help. Ooh.
Alright, well.
Yeah, Hikari is so leaning over the rail, like big fish. She looks eagerly at it, like, whoa, that's a big fish.
I'm just going to make a general strength check.
Okay.
Same here.
Not strong.
They barely noticed your assistance, Gwen.
Aw.
Same with Katai.
If.
But the fish was pulled in.
Hey.
And then cook stuff was done and such.
Yay! The fish was sliced up and gutted and filleted.
After the fish got the Hikari looks like her, like.
He's a big fish.
The fish is served fried with a dash of salt and a pinch of lemon on the side.
Nice.
Any tartar sauce?
Yes, with a tiny little circular tin of sauce if you needed it.
Tartar sauce.
Heaven forbid we eat fish without tartar sauce.
I don't like fish.
Me neither.
I like fish, but only if it's breaded and has lemon juice on it.
Anyway, we've caught the
I'm-
fish. Are we ready to skip time and land, or?
So you do dinner, and then it's night, and everyone goes to bed.
Yay, I'll go to bed.
Okay, now I need to know where Indra is.
She's up top with the Kari.
When everyone goes to sleep, that is.
Well, Hikari just heads downstairs where they're ready to go to bed. Now that she saw the ballista work.
Okay.
Yeah, and Arizel's sleeping in this little cabin thing here with Frey as well.
I'm sleeping downstairs.
Okay.
Desdemona's back in her nest in the gap in the cargo hold.
Like I said, where's Indra? Is she up there?
Yep. Wedward's muted right now.
Alright. Okay.
He has friends over, so he's gonna be muted. Well,
Yeah.
his brother has friends over.
Okay. So, did Indra take her meditation earlier?
She's been taking it. She's been taking it at midday whenever possible.
Okay.
Yeah. By the way, she's still at the ballista because damn it, she's gonna shoot something with it.
Okay. Out of curiosity, is there a reason she's decided to nap during the day and stay up during the night?
Basically, that's what she always did. As when that's how she would normally operate whenever she was alone. But
Okay.
she hasn't been doing it lately because like everyone else naps during the night.
I mean, it makes sense. She is a drow.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Indeed.
And now I'm trying to figure out how to make this work. How riveted is your attention on the ballista?
And well, I've basically got the ballista prepped, and and my attention is on basically all around it, as waiting for any kind of target to present itself.
Okay. So, you see a ship approaching, and an officer's like, "Okay, that looks like a friendly ship. Let's let it pull up to the side of us."
Well, what makes you think I assume it's friendly?
So you see the flag up top?
Yeah, but I don't know anything about flags. I don't recognize it.
It's a friendly flag.
Is no sailor currently manning the ship?
I'm not placing tokens for them yet.
So there is someone manning the ship.
Yes, there are people
Yeah.
manning the ship.
Indra
Throughout
doesn't
the
have
night.
a clue what the flag is. Like, you say it's a friendly flag, that means absolutely nothing to her.
The officer notices this and says to you, people usually fly their flags to show their allegiances and such. And that's how you can tell
I
it.
know what flags are for. I just wouldn't recognize as which one belongs to who.
Okay.
Out of character, I'll be right.
While we're waiting for Indra to get back, Hickory? Yeah, you should, yeah, okay.
Huh?
Yep, okay. So, Hickory,
Huh?
you're woken up slightly from your sleep as Frey begins to lightly shake you.
Hikari like blinks sleepily with like a bit of drool in her mouth, and she looks around like, huh? And then she sees Frey.
Frey hands you a cloak.
She rubs her eye for a second to wake up, and then she takes it like, huh?
This cloak will make you a little less likely to die. Ain't it brilliant?
I love her for letting this man. Hikari looks to Frey a little like concerned for a second, and then she looks to the cloak, looking it over, like stretching it out, and like looking around like, how?
It's enchanted. The TLDR is it's a cloak of protection.
Eee!
So it's like a ring of protection?
A cloak
But
of,
a cloak?
Yeah. Except it goes in the
She
cloak
looks
slot.
Ooh, nice. She looks to her like a little bit like amazed that she actually made her something again, and also that this will help protect her more. And she sets the cloak down carefully, and then she slightly like leaps over the bed and pulls Frey into a hug. Like, thank you.
Okay, now a few things. Now, it might be a bit short because you're a bit taller than me. And, you have to attune to it, so keep track of your attunements.
You have 3 at a time.
Oh, I have 4.
Eh.
And,
I remember.
yeah. Enjoy your new cloak. Well, old cloak, it was mine, but, you know.
Hikari smiles brightly, and then all of a sudden she remembers something, and she like leans over the bed underneath it, and then pulls out her crossbow, and she points to the bolt, saying that she needs more.
Alright. How many do you want?
She again reaches under the bed, and then she pulls out her bag, and then like just dumps the 19 out of 30 explosive bolts she has left
Okay.
onto the bed to show her how many she has left.
Ammunition costs 10 gold a piece, and they take 1 hour for me to create.
That's fine. I need to use some of this gold anyway. I don't care.
So how
I
many
really
do you
need to use
want?
some of this gold. We'll go max out for 30, so I need 20, 29? No, 21. There we go.
So 21 hours, so that'll cost you.
Oh no, wait, not 21. I'm sorry, I'm bad with numbers. Bad with math.
How many?
20.
11. 11. There we go, my bad.
Okay, so 11. So that's 11. That's 11 hours, and that's 110 gold. So just subtract 110 gold from your money.
Gee.
And Frey's going to hop out of her bed, slip on a new cloak that she purchased while she was dealing with everyone's money at the big central city area. And she's going to head down to the basement layer, into this room right at the far end, and she's going to get to work on making them. Desdemona might have trouble sleeping.
Okay.
Alright, and I'm going to be... you know what? Yeah, Frey would do that. I'll take a point of exhaustion to keep doing it throughout the night.
In the meantime,
Oh, Hikari's gonna feel bad.
in the meantime, Desdemona, hearing Frey tinkering, decides to go upstairs and see if he can find an available room to get some sleep.
You can hear Gwen snoring in one of the rooms.
This looks like a good room.
Do I hear the Dragonborn across from me?
Between two doors? No.
Then I go all the way up to the crow's nest. Let's say here.
I'm saying that you don't hear her through two doors. You don't hear her snoring.
Oh, I thought you said I thought you meant I could hear you snore.
Yeah. Just through the one wall, you could hear her snore.
Okay. So we have Frey downstairs making noise.
Gwen is a sound sleeper.
Those two are asleep. The twins and the snake are asleep. And Indra is greeting the other ship. And they're pulled up to the side and you're like having nice conversations and such. And Dream?
Okay. Okay, they've quieted down now, so Indra's not greeting the ship. Once she's told that she is not allowed to shoot it, she's basically just ignoring it.
Okay.
Okay, and you called me?
Yes. You hear Kazap!
What the
You're
fuck was
woken
that?
by that noise. Followed by, "You shall not touch me, thief!"
What?
I go out and
Actually, this is still in your room.
what?
Just a moment. So you wake up and you look to the foot of the bed and you see this guy, and he looks at you. He's like, "Hi, can I take your stuff?"
Uh-oh. Wrong question to ask an assassin.
Can I roll initiative?
That's a bad thing.
I don't think you have to. It's just the one guy.
I proceed to kill him.
Oh boy.
The vampire is going to drink well this night.
And Gwen doesn't hear any of it. She's currently asleep. For everybody?
Frey's
So,
awake,
for
so I'll roll
reference-
initiative for Frey too.
Mhm.
She's currently clanging away.
So,
Gwen is unconscious, technically.
so for reference, Desdemona, you see that he's holding something that looks like a bag of holding. And you see a drift globe in there. And a couple of your other party members' items in there, potentially.
How did
Do
he
I still have?
Is that just quickly? Is that my bag of holding?
No, it's not.
Okay, just checking. You can
Because
do-
your bag
Does-
of holding is with you.
Yes, that's what. Sorry.
Does he have my stuff?
It looked like he was getting to your stuff, and then the sword shocked him.
I'm going to proceed to chop off his hand with River's kindness.
Additional punishment for thievery.
It's the world's turn. Nothing of interest happened. Just a moment.
You may want to, reorganize the turn order here.
All right. Just a moment. Okay. Tokens on this page.
No, swashbuckling. I imagine that full zap, Gwen probably thought it was thunder. Since he went back to sleep.
Marco.
Pull up.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay, just a moment.
Marco.
Move the
Pull
players
up.
here.
Oh boy.
A battle is brewing.
What?
Huh?
We have to protect the ship too. Great.
Why aren't any of our tokens on this?
I'm working on that.
And where's the rest of the ship?
It's a
He said he's
rollable
working on
token.
Here? Huh.
Okay, so with those, I need to find players.
Why did you not prepare this beforehand, Brain?
So I was initially thinking of just doing a copy paste. And then you're all everywhere.
Sorry. You should have planned for this.
I need to do something with the player characters folder to make it more visible. You are there. You are there. Frey.
I'm not even on
I am here and unconscious. Currently. Well, sleeping.
In other news, so what's everyone thinking of buying with their stuff while we wait for Brain now? Have you got any ideas? A thousand plus gold is enough to get a decent magic item or armor or a weapon.
I'm thinking of getting a new instrument, like another like magical instrument. That'd
Yeah?
be cool.
I like to see if there's a light armor that can further protect me more than what I currently have on.
That's +1, +2, and +3 armor basically. And I can't remember, but I think Brain is against that armor for some reason.
Dang it.
Is that right, Wedward?
I'm mostly against the pluses.
Yeah, that.
Well, then I have no clue.
Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot of people. Ugh.
There's their ship up there.
Though maybe if I kill the thief, I can get my own bag of holding. if it's not Gwen's.
I kind of want to see about getting like a new instrument to kind of like enthrall others, like to distract them or something. I also kind of want to ask Frey if like there's like special like I don't know, like magical bolts. I guess I could probably request for something like that besides just exploding.
Yeah, I can give them an elemental damage.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Besides the regular exploding bolts that she likes to use, maybe you try doing something elemental instead.
Sure, it just costs the same as all the other bolts. And it probably do, let me check my blueprints real quick. Yeah, it probably do
Indra, that's the top of their ship.
Oh, that's their ship. Okay.
So it probably do, probably be sent to the exploding bolts, except it explodes with a different elemental type. So it'd be DC 13 and it explode in ice or explode in a poison gas, etc., etc.
Yeah, see, that sounds like fun. Something a little more different.
Okay, Brain, if that's the top of their ship, then where's the top of our ship?
He's just moving things around at the moment.
But yeah,
It's a rollable token. I was going to just switch it to the top of your ship, was to whoever is on the top of the ship.
Wedward,
What?
while we're waiting for Brain, what do you think Dream can do to get her defense up, since Brain doesn't allow +1 gear?
And Well, when
I'm
she
not
next talks
fully
about
against it, but I don't want you guys to be depending on it, if that makes sense. Desdemona!
Alright, so
Don't-
I can attack.
Don't look.
Mm-hmm.
I'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
So I think we got to add all our initiatives.
You'll have to add them again because we're on a different page, Brain.
Oh. Right. I'm sorry.
The only
Copy-paste
thing-
everything.
While Brain does that, the only thing I could think of for Dream is maybe Rings of Protection. They're about 500 gold. It's +1 to AC.
Rings
Also-
or actually Hikari just got a cloak of protection. Is that a makeable item for Frey, or is that something that she'll also have to purchase?
I can't make it. You'd have to buy it from Dennis.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, rings of protection and cloaks of protection, that'd probably be your go-to.
Yeah. They're around the same price too, 500 gold.
Alright.
You can
Thinking
get it a
maybe-
little cheaper sometimes. It depends on if you haggle, but the max price it can be is 500.
Well, I'll see about getting a ring of protection, and if I have any money left over, I'll see about getting myself a bag of holding.
Is that everyone?
That's if
No,
it's
it's
allowed.
not everyone. You forgot one. And didn't we already roll initiative?
Yes,
Yeah.
we did.
Yeah, we just had to change it up to ours.
Alright, so are we ready?
I've been ready.
Oh, there she is. Okay, Desdemona, it's your turn.
Okay. Seeing the thief at the edge of my bread, I grab River's kindness and say, "Time to die."
Time to die. I'm going to
So-
effing kill you now.
Come
He spends
on.
his reaction saying, "The gig's up!"
The jig is up, you mean.
Yep. Let's see.
I'm going to effing kill you now.
You miss.
Dang it.
Dang.
And I use my bonus action to yell out, "We got company!"
It's more of a free action.
Hey, Andrea, it's your turn.
Actually, it's...
Do I hear what Desdemona just yelled?
I'm gonna say you heard both of them.
Okay, I glance. Okay, real quick. I glance at the people on this ship. Do they seem to react to that?
They seem to have started moving.
They're moving
I'm
frantically.
just gonna casually turn the spur around. If they fire on us, I'm firing on them. Holding an action to fire the ballista at them.
We should
So
probably...
the captain on the other side's like, apparently Bob got caught. Let's see what mess behind.
Every man for himself. Is that what they're
He
thinking?
takes out his hand crossbow and shoots at Indra.
Really now?
Alright, well, you get to use your held action then.
Okay, right. I imagine it would be. Oh, God.
Here?
Okay. My character sheet's being weird. Okay.
Let's
All right.
say
So what would it be? Okay. So what roll would it be to fire the ballista?
the roll.
Bearing in
It's
mind that
already
I'm
loaded, right?
for the guy who just shot at me.
Are you shooting at him then?
Yes.
Okay. So you fire the ballista. You totes hit. Actually, yeah, you totes hit. That's the end of his turn.
Expect the
Now we
ballista
have these guys.
damage them up.
It's the officer's turn. His right hand's maybe. So what's happening here?
That's
Paint us a
one.
picture.
There's two.
Paint us a word picture.
Describey.
Right. So
Get on with
a
the.
couple of their magicians are doing things because apparently they have some wizards.
Nope,
And it was
they're preparing spells. Oh boy.
it's only three. They took shots at the person who looks the most dangerous, and two of them miss. And you are hit with an acid arrow.
Yeah.
8 acid damage.
Very well.
Ow. Darn acid arrows.
So
What did all these smooks do?
the coloners on the other ship, or from the other ship, are at the very least attending the other ship or moving to get onto the other ship.
Yeah.
Gwen is still asleep?
The commotion wakes me up, but that's about it.
Okay.
And it's like, what the hell is going
What
on?
about you, Hikari?
Yeah, well, Hikari wakes up as well as she hears Desmond yell, and she looks around like half asleep, like confused, like, huh?
Your new cloak is gone.
That wakes her up. She looks around frantically. She even kind of like pushes Kitai up a little bit to see if he probably got stuck underneath him, and then she immediately gets up and gets dressed.
I imagine Gwen also notices her missing stuff, and she's like, son of a bitch.
Oh yeah, is my flute gone? Is my flute gone too?
Is what?
My flute gone?
I imagine it's still there.
No.
It's still on your person.
Because it didn't look important enough.
Okay, good. So yeah, she looks relieved at
Your
that.
crossbow is gone. Because
Okay,
it looked
nope, she's
nice.
Okay, no, she's up. She's up. She wants her
So mostly all of our important stuff. All of our valuable stuff. But everything else is just eh.
Mm-hmm.
Which means my staff is still around.
Yeah, she's getting up and getting ready quickly.
My spell focus, anyway. So what does this guy do?
This person? They look like they're just tending to the ship.
Yeah.
Arizal, it's your turn. Your mace is missing.
And Talon, I'm guessing.
Yep.
Oh, fucking course.
It was a gift, dang it!
Yeah, I'll put a gold in later. So yeah, wake up, feel something is incredibly wrong because of the yelling, and okay, do I spend my turn waking up, or can I actually move as well after I've woken up?
I think you probably spend your turn waking up.
Alrighty then.
Yeah, same as everybody else. What does the thief do?
The thief books it.
It's gonna run away. Get back here!
I wish I
Triggering an opportunity attack.
Yes!
Kill him!
Oh, where is he? I shoot him with my light crossbow.
This is more of a melee.
Yeah, it's more of a melee.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought. Never mind, then I'll do Ripper's Kindness again.
As you swing him, he's like, "Take that, thief!" You hit.
Alright.
There's 10 piercing.
Please tell me I cut him in the heel or something.
You definitely left a cut. Then
Can I still move? Oh no, wait. It's his turn.
He's gonna go upstairs or downstairs?
I follow the blood trail.
he's going upstairs.
Eh.
He's gone about this far. Before, like, all the other crew members are like, "You look like a thief," and they're like opposing him.
All
And
the
then
other
he
crew members.
He makes an attack against one of them. One of the poor unfortunate commoners.
Oh no.
What's the AC of a commoner?
Like 1.
No, it's probably a bit more than that. Be like 10
If
or
we're
something.
talking commoners and they're not wearing any armor and they have a average dex, then it's probably just 10 or a little above 10.
Yeah.
Okay. So in passing, he kills 2 of them.
Wow. What a jerk.
It's Frey's turn.
Alright, Frey is going to throw down one of the half-made crossbow bolts and storm upstairs. I'm gonna take the dash action. And,
Okay.
actually, let me have a look. What is Expeditious Retreat? Yeah, so Expeditious Retreat. So I can move 90 feet in a single turn. And Frey's going to... Actually, I can move 60 feet and 90 feet on the next turn. Because it costs a bonus action to cast. So Frey's going to move up and say, could you guys keep it down, please? I am trying to make explosive bolts on a rocking ship.
And then she gets up and sees
You
this
get to the
guy.
surface and you see a dude with a bag of holding.
Like,
Looks like
seriously?
he killed 2 people.
Frey looks to him and then says, like, seriously, killing our people in the middle of the night, making all this commotion. Do you have any common decency? At least do it during the day. I mean, what are you on? Are you trying to get yourself killed? Because this is not how you make friends. And Frey's just going to completely continue talking, going on a triad while she's heading towards him.
He's like, what the heck are you doing?
And that's my turn.
What is that? Oh, it's another deckhand. Or the captain.
They don't have any ranged attacks, so they're just tending to the ship as well. Katai, you wake up. Name a valuable item here is missing.
Huh?
Name a valuable item here is missing.
One of your
Purple Tarask.
That monster. How dare he?
I guess I am just gonna go with Tarask because I can't think of anything Katai has that would be considered valuable.
You spellcasting focus.
I don't use the spellcasting focus.
Yeah, he's a sorcerer.
He's
Okay,
got a
well,
magic
there you
sugar
go.
daddy.
No, that's warlocks.
That's Alex.
That is a great
Apparently,
way to
Arizona is
explain
in
it.
here twice. Oh, that's the other Arizona. Okay. So the crew is operating the ship, and let's see, sailing ship. It fires another ballista and a monogol at the other
Yeah.
ship,
At the enemy ship or our ship?
the enemy ship. This is our ship. This is the good ship that's firing.
Okay.
It's firing at the bad ship.
Boom!
That first attack does not clear the threshold. Second attack does.
47 bludgeoning, jeez.
It's the
That's a-
world's turn.
Oh my. That's a big number, jeez.
It's Destimona's turn.
Okay,
You
I'm gonna
can,
use.
you can easily dash up there and kill him.
I was actually just gonna do that.
Okay.
I'm gonna dash up here, say to Frey, "We're being robbed. Kill them. Don't complain to them."
As I mean, of all the audacity to come onto our ship in the middle of the night, Frey's still going on.
Yeah. You just
Okay,
pass
so-
right by her and just kill the guy.
So since I'm right next to Frey, can I do a sneak attack?
You can actually step into her space and then back out. Also, there's a couple. Actually, you'd have to probably climb the side of the stairs.
She can move through my
She can make
square.
it.
Guys, she can move through my square to get out.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
And then she can
So there's
step
a thief in the way.
around.
We'll go with
Yes.
that. So you get
So
around.
and do I get sneak attack if I attack?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Because you're right next to somebody else, so.
Ripper's kindness again.
Does that
Let's
hit?
see. Yes, it
Does it?
does.
Okay. That's like 14 damage.
Indra, it's your turn.
Okay, Indra is
Guy,
gonna
raw stuff.
Indra is gonna take out her longbow and start taking shots at the enemy captain.
Okay, then.
You don't even cut the. Okay.
One shot. Is that it?
That hits.
Oh,
That's
ignore the rage damage. I forgot to turn that off. And another shot.
There's a 14 hit, Brain.
Yes.
And another 9 damage. Okay, and then I'm gonna jump down behind these stairs and basically just take cover.
Okay. So I put you like
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
here?
you're right there. He's right there. She's right there.
Yeah. Basically, wait. How is it? It's like, is there any? Okay, does this look like it would provide any kind of cover?
I imagine it would.
To a degree, yes.
Like,
no,
The
it's not what.
railings also provides some cover.
Like half cover at the very most.
Mm-hmm.
Like basically, like right now, I'm just hunkering down.
Okay. What does this guy do? I don't even know what that token is.
So the captain shouts at the thief, like, "What's taking you so long? Get back to the ship!" And then
What
he
do you-
takes a shot at Desdemona.
Yep.
And hits.
Ow. Who's hitting?
Uncanny dodge.
I'm giving
Dream is currently muted.
Uncanny dodge.
You uncanny dodge. What does it do? Again.
Half damage for that particular attack.
Okay, so you only take 2 piercing.
Yes. Got it.
The wizards take pot shots at the ship. At the people on the ship, at least.
Ship? Oh no.
So... let's see. That shot misses... Frey. This shot hits Desdemona and deals 12 acid damage.
Ow.
Don't I have uncanny dodge still?
You
No,
can
that's
only
only
use it.
attacks.
You can only use it once around.
Dang it.
Yeah, you can only use reactions once.
And the third one hits Indra, dealing 7 acid damage.
Even with half cover?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That's a sniper shot right there.
You know, when I asked, when I asked, when I asked for cover here, I asked for a wall behind, not a
wall,
5-inch thick railing.
Okay. I'm gonna say from their position they didn't hit you then.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
All the sailors are working on the ships. Gwen, it's your turn.
Okay. Hearing the commotion, I dash outside to about here.
So let's see, that would be...
I can make it. I check.
Okay.
I can make it past spray. And going like, what the hell is happening here?
Pirate attack.
Oh.
And this guy was trying to steal from us.
Mm.
I caught him attempting to steal from me.
Ah.
And he's got your stuff.
How dare you? I cast Healing Word on Desdemona as a bonus action.
Thank you.
Wow, scolding this thief. Like, how dare you? Young
And
man.
I mean, come on! Who just comes onto a ship uninvited and, like... Ray's just still talking.
She's still going on.
Picard, it's your turn.
He's being scolded on both
You're muted.
sides.
No, one's scolding him, the other's trying to kill him.
Here comes an angry fox.
2 people are scolding him at once.
Hikari rushes out, and then she notices everybody basically ganging up on this one person, and she kind of assumes he has her crossbow. So she goes over and what does she want to do? What do I want to do? I want to do something.
Smack
what do I want to do? I'm gonna leap at him and try to tackle him
and bite him.
Like, I want my crossbow back.
So that's a
Raffles.
contested strength.
Oh boy.
Wow.
Contest. Strength contest.
Wow. He critically fails.
Yeah.
You managed to tackle him to the floor.
You tackle him to the floor.
So basically, I just leaped full body blown right at him to tackle him to the floor, and I'm like putting him to the ground, and I'm banging on his head like, "Give me back my crossbow and my cloak."
You're basically on top of him. He is grappled and prone.
The one time I actually did a pretty good strength test when it mattered.
Arizal, it's your turn.
Alrighty, get me on that layer.
You are already up here.
Oh,
You're already up.
Right, sorry, I thought I was below deck.
You're inside,
Alright.
but you're not below deck.
Yeah.
Right. So, bang, kick the door,
Slam the door open with your tail.
and then I move over here. That's my full 30 feet. I see this guy, and, well, what am I going to do? All my weapons are gone, so it's either an improvise.
He has
It's
an.
either an
Do you have any mundane? Did you have any mundane weapons?
You have your fangs.
I was gonna say
you want
my
to
natural
get that?
weapon. My natural weapon might actually be useful here. Poison spray.
Wait, don't! I'm on top of him. Don't hurt me too.
Oh wait. Yeah, hang on. Hang on, need
You
to.
can also grapple him with your tail, if I recall correctly.
You strain him with your tail when he's already grappled by Hikari.
Instantaneous.
Well, he's got a bunch of valuable stuff. What are you expecting?
You can probably steal that stuff back.
Yeah, probably. Well, while I have him pinned down, get him.
He's grappled and prone, so. Yeah, you know what? Frey's right after me, so give her an easy shot. I'm going to pretty much with Hikari try and tie this guy down even further.
You've practically immobilized him.
Yeah.
Alrighty then. Well, I'll just pretty much beat the living tar out of him with my fist.
Is that unarmed?
Yeah, it's an unarmed strike.
Yeah, it's an
So just roll
unarmed striking.
strength.
Just roll strength, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. There goes one.
Wow.
And remember, extra attack, so here goes two.
Wow.
You hit with both of them.
And you had
How much
advantage.
how much damage is an unarmed strike?
It's 1d4.
1 plus your strength modifier.
1d4 plus strength modifier.
It's only if you have Tavern Brawler. If you don't, it's just
You
one.
rolled it wrong. Yep.
You gotta put the 1 in front of the d4.
Yeah.
I just
Try
went,
2d4.
I just went to the dice menu on the side and clicked d4.
It doesn't really work.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, no. That's,
There you go.
Okay.
Okay, no, it's not a D4 for him. He doesn't have Tavern Brawler.
Yeah, so I'm aware of that. What is your strength score?
Alright,
4?
my strength score is 18, which means I have a +4.
Yeah, it's 1 plus your strength modifier.
So you deal 10 damage to him.
He's in a bloody pulp.
10? Shouldn't it be 5?
He made 2 attacks.
Okay, oh, right.
Yeah.
The thief is going to attempt to break out. And he fails.
Of course he does.
Angry Fox.
Frey, it's your turn.
Frey is going to put her gun right to his head and
No,
look
wait.
to the crew on the other side. She is going to look to the captain directly in the eyes and say, "Do you know how difficult it is to put an explosion on an arrow? Especially on a rocking ship. Do you want both our ships to explode?" And then she narrows her eyes and she says, "Now, leave, or this will be you. And I'm going to take a shot. Point
Oh
blank.
no.
Aimed fire, so it's a crit.
It's a crit. Oh no.
And she has advantage.
I
too.
would technically say it says his point blank is disadvantage, but he is, like, grappled.
And prone.
axe.
And restrained.
And it wouldn't have
And
mattered.
you could like put the gun's barrel right up to his head and pull the trigger. He's like, ah, that hurt.
I'm surprised he's not dead.
Wow, he must have. Wow, he must be the guy from Fallout New Vegas.
And then I'm gonna use my bonus action to just cast Shield of Faith on myself.
On yourself? Okay.
Yep. It's a self spell, so unless I've prepared some cutlery in advance, I can't give it to others.
Okay. What does the captain do?
Actually, it says a creature of your choice within range.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, you can do it on yourself. Or on Desdemona over there.
Katai, it's your turn.
Now, what does the captain do? I mean, Bray basically threatened him with explosives, so...
Katai is just kind of walking out, rubbing his eyes in a groggy mess, saying, "Why is everything so noisy all of a sudden?"
Because
Pirates.
some people don't understand that making explosives on a rocking ship is freaking hard, and they decided that, oh, let's just steal everything from the people with explosives.
Well, did
The
you get...
captain's like, to be fair, we didn't know that you were working on explosives, but that is good to get something good to know.
So,
Good to
are
know.
you going to not die today, or are you going to die today? Because those are your only two options. This guy's already done for. And Frey just gives this smile that it's not a sweet smile, it's plain malicious. It's not a happy smile.
It's a
She is
sadistic
out for
ray.
blood.
You may want to step back, sweetheart.
And
So
clever
Katai,
guy.
you just wander out, that's it?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, what's the captain call the thief again? I don't remember what name I gave him.
Bob.
Bob?
Let's just call him
So the
Bob.
captain says, "We're sorry, Bob, but you're kind of screwed, so we're leaving." And the ship just vanishes.
Okay, bye. Never bother us again, please.
Frey? So is combat over?
Yeah, I imagine combat is over, yeah.
I'm asking Brain, because
Yes, it is.
imagining. Okay.
Yeah.
So, Frey is going to reload the shot, look to the group, and then storm downstairs and say, "If everyone is done making my job harder, I've got explosions to make."
Sounds good to me.
By the way, quick
Sounds good to me.
clarification. When I said the ship disappears, I mean it literally vanishes before your eyes.
Ghost
Frey
ship.
does not care.
Indra
It
shrugs.
doesn't sail into the distance, it just flat vanishes.
Well, when that happens, Indra shrugs, grabs Bob, yanks all the magic items off of him. Well, and then she searches him for anything in his pockets or anything.
You find his short sword, a light crossbow, and probably 60 crossbow bolts. Thieves' tools. You know, anything else a thief would have on them. And studded leather.
Nothing of
Yeah.
interest. As Indra tosses him over the side of the ship.
No, wait. Maybe you can be useful.
Yeah, I doubt that. Indra tosses him over the side of the ship.
Okay, fine. Have it your way.
You successfully toss the thief over the ship, into the ship, and
He gets eaten by sharks.
yeah, we're just gonna say
Because
he's
he's
dead.
bleeding out in the deep sea. Yeah.
He gets
And
eaten by
remember, I
hunter
relieved
sharks.
him of all magic items and stuff before then.
Yeah, they just strip him naked and just throw him overboard.
No, I don't care about his clothes.
Eh. I mean that metaphorically.
You know, you could have let me kill him.
Yeah, but yeah, but I decided to let the sharks kill him.
Clang, clang, clang. Actually, this time it's
Okay.
actually Frey making the noise. It's a very passive-aggressive noise.
Yeah, okay.
Hikari happily takes back her cloak, and all the stuff, and then also the Tarask, and then she goes over to Kitai and she hands him the Tarask.
I'm gonna use Healing Spirit on Desdemona and Andra just to heal them the full.
Okay.
Eh. At least be somewhat useful.
So yeah, Arizal, he takes his weapons back and he says, "Very well then. If tonight is over and done with, I assume we should all get back to bed."
Agreed. I need my beauty sleep.
I'm gonna stay up here, just in case.
I'm going back to bed.
Hikari huffs glad because she managed to tackle somebody and goes back to bed too.
Nice form.
I guess you're holding your crossbow to your chest like it's my crossbow.
Yep, that and my new cloak. Nope, nobody's gonna take it. And then she just huffs and stomps back to bed. A sleepy Hikari is a grumpy Hikari.
Okay.
Kitai is just standing there, beyond confused, holding the Tarask, wondering what Hikari was doing with it. Until he just walks back in, mumbling, I didn't know I sleepwalk.
I don't think you were sleepwalking, dear.
Arizal just comes along and he starts pushing Katai back indoors to bed, towards bed. He says, "Come on, Katai, you best get your rest too."
What was even going on?
We'll tell you in the morning. Good night.
Nothing to be concerned over.
Wait, I wasn't sleepwalking?
We'll tell you in the morning, dear. Good night.
Clang, clang, clang.
You get it. We're going to sleep now. Good night.
Good night!
Nice, right?
Yeah, she totally hates me now.
I out of character, I kind of like the idea you know how, because me, I need noise when I go to sleep. So the whole fact that, I guess they're all getting so used to Frey, just the clang, clang, that it's a comforting sound for some people, because if they don't hear it, they can't go to sleep.
Yeah.
They know
I just love that Frey ended that entire match by just coming out, just bossing the guy while he was being tied down by everyone, shooting him in the face, and then just threatening the captain.
She was lecturing him. Basically, yeah, just giving a very long lecture about common courtesy and not stealing.
And not disturbing people who are making explosive arrows. I think that was her main point, by the way.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, because it's it's fine. I love she's pretty much I love explosions. Don't get me wrong, but not when I'm the one who's at risk in the middle of the sea here.
The thief is still at my feet.
Yeah, he's dead. Just ignore him. He's a ghost. You fed me to stars.
So it's the next morning.
Yeah.
Nakasha gets out of bed. And she sees blood on the ground and she's like, "What happened last night?"
Oh my goodness. You slept through a lot of exciting things last night. Apparently, there was
in
some.
that bag you got from the thief was a bunch of other things from the other crew members
Eh?
and various places of the ship.
Eh. Oh yeah.
So you probably want to return those.
Yep. And which that means, as far as I can tell, we also get a second bag of holding.
A third.
A third
Indra
bag
already
of
has a
holding.
second.
Right. She snatched the bag of holding from the people that we robbed blind.
Yeah. I suggest giving that to one of the twins.
Yeah, Hikari seems like someone who would carry a bag of holding.
Yeah.
So the captain looks at us like, is that a bag of holding? I've never seen one before.
Well,
Is
Frey
there-
has one, Indra has one.
It is a very
She then enters a pondering stats and thinks, what would happen if you put a bag of holding in a bag of holding?
They'd explode.
Oh, okay.
Frey,
So
Frey, I
don't do
believe-
that.
Yeah,
Frey, I
definitely
believe,
don't do
told us.
that.
Frey's still
Frey, I believe, told
downstairs.
Yeah.
She's got maybe an hour's work left. 'Cause it was 10 hours and... So yeah, she hasn't
No
slept.
sleep. 10 hours, no sleep, interruptions.
Yeah.
So as the day goes on, they begin a funeral service for the two unfortunate souls that
Crewmen.
were slain.
May they rest in peace.
Hmm. And then they dispatch their bodies over the side of the ship.
Okay.
Geez, not even a cremation, guys.
I mean, I can
We're
burn
on
them.
a wooden ship. What were you expecting?
It's a tradition. It's tradition to when you die at sea.
Yeah. You just throw them overboard.
Very well then.
Usually in caskets.
Yeah, and caskets.
Very well then.
About an hour after breakfast, Frey would emerge, and Mike. Okay, her entire head is just a mess. She's got bags under her eyes, and she just approaches Hickory and hands her the crossbow bolts and says, "Here you go." I mean, I was a bit nervous at first, especially when the waves got a bit loud, got a bit big, but I managed it, and there was only a little bit of minor damage, but I repaired that with bending.
Hikari looks really, really happy as she gladly takes the bolts and puts it in her bag. Then she stops for a minute and takes in Frey's form, seeing the bags like that, and she looks really concerned and like grabs her cheeks and looks at her eyes like, "What's wrong?"
Oh, nothing. I just had I have a crippling disease called workaholicism. So I'm going to go manage that right now. And Frey steps over to her bed, hugs her bag of holding, and then is just flat out falls unconscious.
Indra, you interacted with some of the crew from the other ship before they went back to their ship. They were definitely not ghosts. 100% real people.
So they were pirates with the ghost ship.
Well, Indra's still up on the ballista, so she's not part of this conversation anyway.
Yeah, they're just talking to the captain.
But Arizona.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
It's just Esquin has been hearing a lot of stories about ghost ships out at sea, and that's how she interpreted it.
You know what? Yeah, that makes sense. It makes sense. The Drew would be a bit superstitious of stuff like that.
Yeah, a little bit superstitious.
So, what is everyone
So
else
you
doing?
continue sailing along.
Actually, I'd say Arizel comes up to join Indra in whatever it is she's doing. So he slithers up and he says, "So you have been up here since we have started sailing. What is it that you're doing?"
Well, originally I wanted to kill a fish with it. Now I'm just waiting for the pirates to come back.
You think they'll wait for the psycho gnome to fall asleep so they can come back?
Probably.
Do you think perhaps we should give that bag of holding that the thief had to Hikari?
Sure, I guess.
I'm sorry, I'm not one for conversation. I feel like there isn't much that you and I can talk about, I suppose.
Guess not.
They just stand.
Yeah,
They just stand there in silence for
awkward silence.
Yeah, just stand there in silence.
So after a while, a mist appear. You see a mist up ahead.
How many hours
Oh,
have
no.
passed since Frey went unconscious?
Oh, no, I'm just gonna say it was a couple days.
Okay, so she's taking a long rest then. Okay.
And meanwhile, we're just cooking for her.
Did-
You're
Oh, yeah.
gonna take the conversation into talk.
Yep, because Hikari notices what Hikari said, and she looks to him with a slight small frown, and then she smiles, and then she writes down, "I tackled the bandit."
Yeah, well, we were visited by pirates last night, but we scared them off.
Oh,
They didn't take anything important, except 2 crew members, sadly.
oh.
Don't worry about it. We're gonna go cook some breakfast.
Okay.
Yeah, and Hikari quickly scribbles down as they walk to that they took your Trask by cloak.
And Hikari tackled him. It was awesome.
Oh,
Hikari-
so that's what Hikari was doing with it.
Hikari like puffs out her chest with her hands on her hips with like a proud look, like
The Arizel's pretty much like back up with it, Indra, in the morning, and after like a really long silence between them, he looks over and he says, "So, why did you choose the greatsword as your weapon of choice?"
Redwood, you muted.
Oh, sorry about that. Say again?
Sorry, after Arizel's back up with her on the ship, he's got more of an excuse of just, maybe keeping an eye out for anything. And after a long silence, he looks over to her and he says, "So, why did you choose a greatsword as your weapon of choice?"
It's an... I don't know. Not long after I started traveling, I mean, I used to just use the bow. Use the bow. Then not after not long after I started traveling on my own. I got assaulted by a bunch of highwaymen. I basically just grabbed this sword off the first one I killed.
And you seem to grown rather accustomed to it.
Yeah.
Is that still the very same sword?
Well, I mean, phrase modified a bit, but yeah.
Hello?
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 Yeah. So you guys
Okay.
done talking?
No, sorry, I didn't hear Wedwood's response there. Everything went weird.
Phrase modified it a bit, but yeah.
Well,
Where did this question come from?
I'm curious, that's all.
Hmm.
I feel as though it's ridiculous. Don't mind it. I just feel as though perhaps our friendship isn't as good as it can be.
Why can't we be friends?
Okay, what does that have to do with my sword, though?
I'm trying to find... It is what humans do, isn't it? They try to find common ground, things to speak about.
Well, neither of us are human, are we?
I'm relatively knowledgeable with weapons. It was the one thing I could think of that we did have in common.
I mean... Okay.
I'm sorry.
You don't have to have stuff in common to be friends.
I suppose not. I'm sorry. Perhaps I'm trying a bit too hard.
You usually do. It's kind of part of your charm, really.
I make a habit of trying too hard.
Yeah.
And after a long pause, he just says, "Drinks tonight?"
And if I can tear myself away from this ballista.
Well, if you love it so much, why not marry it?
That was very low-hanging fruit. I am ashamed of you, Arizal. You can do better than that.
Yes, well... And Erzel just says, "Yes, well, I am ashamed of myself each and every..."
Well, that got sad fast.
Yep.
So you guys done?
Yep, pretty much.
Okay,
Yep.
so are you done with the day after being attacked?
I suppose.
Okay. So a couple days after that,
Meanwhile, I'm trying to learn how to cook.
yeah. The cook is helping you learn how to cook. So there seems to be a fog up ahead, and the captain's looking at it through a spyglass. And she's like, looks like we'll be okay going through that.
I know my... Okay, hey, I know my naval knowledge isn't really... I don't know anything about going on sea, but sailing through fog seems like a bad idea.
Incredibly bad idea.
Apparently the DM's knowledge is also not that good.
You know, lighthouses? This is the reason
Alright.
why they exist.
This is the reason why we went through all that trouble to build one.
It's true. Okay. The fog mist is rather light.
Yeah.
Oh,
Arizal spins his head around and he says, "Gwen,
Yeah.
you can
What do you need?
You can manipulate fog and mist, correct?"
I can probably use gust of wind to blow it away.
If it isn't too much trouble, could you perhaps come and take a look at the fog that we are currently facing?
Sorry, grab who?
Come and take a look at the fog we are currently looking at.
Ah, okay.
Make an Arcana check.
Ah, okay. 1 sec. Let's see. Arcana. I suck at Arcana. Apparently not today.
You successfully identify the fog as ghost fog.
Oh yeah, this is supernatural, right?
Oh, so we shouldn't go through it?
I'm getting a really bad
like,
feeling.
I'm not sure we have much of a choice at the moment.
I'm just getting a really bad feeling about this.
We sit here and wait for it to clear.
That would take a very long time. Or never.
Okay. Indra. Okay, how close are we? Are they to the fog cloud?
Maybe about 100 feet.
Indra's gonna fire a ballista shot into it.
No.
I use magic missile. On what? I use magic missile on the darkness. You successfully shoot the ballista.
Do I hear anything scream?
Nope.
You just hear a splash.
Do I hear anything react?
Apparently not.
If a ghost ship comes
Gwen,
out,
turn
I am not dealing with
Gwen, right?
this.
What? Maybe we could drop anchor here and then have Gwen scout out ahead in fish form.
I mean, possibly. I also have a flying broom.
Yeah, but you go underwater, you won't have to deal with the fog.
Ah, that's right.
And I'm sure that the ship's hull will be a very, very easy to identify landmark for you.
That is also true.
Frey's gonna step out onto the top of the deck. She's gonna look around. She's gonna head up, step to the front, sniff, and step and head back down.
Okay. Well, anyway,
Hi, Frey.
I'm gonna turn into a dolphin and jump right in. Come on, load, please.
You turn into a dolphin and fall into the water.
Yeah. I leap right into the water and turn into a dolphin. If I can find it. Among this myriad of different... There we go. And
Well, you
go
said
right
if
in.
I could find it, I thought you meant the water, and I was like,
If I can find the wild shape token.
yeah. So I was thinking, like, if I could find the water, and I was like, what?
I can move 60 feet in water.
So you take off to investigate the fog. While you're underwater in the fog, you hear
Not necessarily underwater, but just like below the water surface.
you see the various specters moving around.
Nope. No, go back. and I leap back aboard the ship.
So what'd you find?
Ghosts.
Oh. Okay, so yeah.
There are ghosts in there, and I don't like it. I told you, ghost ship. They're a thing.
And this is the direction of that aisle, correct?
Yes, we could try to go around it, but it might take another week.
And at that point, our rations and supplies will probably start dwindling.
I mean, I can make good berries. We'd be fine for food and water.
And I can fish.
Okay. That's true.
Very well then.
So do you guys opt to go around it?
Yes.
Yeah, let's go around. I don't want to deal with more undead.
Arizal is hesitant, seeing as far as he knows this is pretty much giving Set more time, but he knows that probably diving headfirst into things related to the undead isn't a good idea. So, erring on caution here.
Side of caution, yeah.
Hell, Set's a powerful death mage. He might be responsible for all this.
Surprised.
Necromancers.
Okay.
So what happens
So-
now? We have like 10 minutes left.
Let's see. Yeah. So, I'm just gonna say you arrive.
He eventually arrived, yeah.
Yes. It took a bit longer though.
Alright.
You arrive about here?
Sounds as good as any place to settle in.
Yeah, okay.
Oh hey, look, there's a crashed ship.
Hmm.
Actually, she pulls up to this place right here.
Okay.
It's right around here, maybe.
Mhm.
Or here. Depends on
why-
where we came in from.
I mean, what is
Okay.
like? Is there anything special about it?
There's a city there.
Okay,
Of
that'd be it.
sorts.
There's like a port? Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say that would be like a massive boon for a ship that's been weeks on sailing.
So you arrive at the place.
We'll explore next time.
Alright, I guess we're done.
Mm-hmm. I say it's close enough.
Alrighty
Be
then. So thank you all for tuning in. We'll see you on Friday for our other games. Bye-bye.
So, yeah,
Goodbye.
Bye.
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 Hanging by a thread, hung up on all the words you said, breaking free from this conformity that you force on me. Everything I do is one big show. It's about damn time that I take control. Put me under a microscope and watch me take control. What's this? I finally read this helplessness. Tired of feeling like I'm upside down, so I'm gonna turn it all around. And oh, dear God, save my soul.